Get ready for dictation, please. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, I would also like to draw the attention of the House towards the problems faced by the agriculturists and the farmers in the country. More than 60% of the agricultural production, particularly the fruits and vegetables, get wasted every year on account of absence of adequate storage facilities. In other countries, when the prices rise, the farmers benefit. But it is unfortunate that in India this is not the case. When prices rise, the farmers do not benefit. Moreover, because the minimum support prices are very low, the farmers are in a very terrible state. We expect that the government adopt certain fundamental reforms so that the storage facilities are developed and also our farmers do not give up farming and their subsequent generations are willing to continue with farming and the agricultural profession of the family. There has also been much uproar about the hike in rail fares. However, I wish to draw the attention of the House to the fact that in February 2014 the loss to the Indian Railways was rupees 30,000 crore. So the increase in the rail fares had to be effected in the first week of May, even before the election results had come. The present government has only implemented the leftover decisions of the past government. This unpopular decision had to be taken in the national interest. I only wish the government communicates the rationale and reason for taking this unpopular decision to the common man of the nation and also specifies the time within which these hardships would end. Many of the speakers have also spoken about the petroleum price hike which is being linked with the global market, and this is the practice that was adopted in the UPA regime. On account of the internal strife in Iraq, the crude oil prices have risen up to rupees 115. So the NDA government has been compelled to raise the petrol and diesel prices in the country, and it was a culmination of the UPA policy of increasing 50 paise per month on diesel. However, since it is a worst hit to the common man, I would urge the government to reconsider its decision of linking the price of the petroleum products with the global market and follow the advice of the Honorable Minister Shri Ram Vilas Paswan regarding encouraging the usage of ethanol. I would like to end by just suggesting to the government that it adopt all possible fundamental reforms to get the economy back in shape as it has been voted to power with tremendous hopes, faith and aspirations of the general people of India. Sir, for a government that rode to power on the back of widespread dissatisfaction among people over runaway prices, especially food commodities, the rising cost of onions and potatoes have posed a major challenge now. There is a need to develop a strategy to co-opt state governments in the fight against inflation. The union government needs to work in tandem with the state governments. Sir, we were told that the government is going to map out areas where shortages are chronic, mobilize unused storage facilities and set up a price monitoring cell in every state to monitor retail and wholesale prices. But the need today is to incentivize the creation of cold storage. Perhaps tomorrow, when the budget comes, we will hear some of it, and creation of an efficient supply chain from farm to thali or table, as it would eliminate or cut down wastage of essential items and increase availability sufficiently. The previous government had a scheme whereby they had delineated a number of districts in which they incentivized intensive cultivation of pulses. When demand for pulses is increasing, it is necessary to increase the cultivation of pulses. Farmers' interests also needs to be protected. Today, the problem of inflation is not only that of potatoes and onions. It is inflation of food items that has created havoc in the kitchen. Therefore, my suggestion would be to take a five-pronged strategy. Firstly, tackle cereal inflation. Rice is a major crop. In 2010, cereal inflation had peaked to over 16%, but this time the government can control a surge in cereal by offloading excess stock. Secondly, tackle pulses inflation. In the last fiscal, 32% of pulses were produced during the Kharif season. This time, pulses inflation has been benign, averaging 4% in the last fiscal. However, things will change if monsoon fails, but it can be controlled by proactively importing pulses to offset lower supply. Current imports equal to 21% of total production of pulses. Third, I have two more suggestions to make tackle oilseed inflation. Nearly three-fourths of oilseeds are produced in Kharif season. Soybean accounts for half of all Kharif oilseeds production. Only a quarter of the oilseeds grow in areas that are irrigated. Do you have any other alternative than import, which went up to 53% in 2010 when the monsoon had failed?